the electric car's for real, isn't it?
Well, that sounds like a question there, Tom, so I'll have a go at answering it.
The electric car's for real, isn't it? And it's from the commodity space.
Well, I think what we're seeing today is obviously a transition, and there's a societal pressure and there's a regulatory pressure to move away from the combustion engine. Is two very important factors. But the third factor, which obviously increases the rate of adoption, is the economics and the performance of the alternative. And if the incumbent is being displaced by a better alternative that's appreciated by society and required from a regulatory point of view, then there are some very serious forces that will result in gains in market share away from the combustion engine. And I think the electric vehicle is well positioned to take that market share. And we're already seeing that in terms of the growth of sales of these vehicles around the world. The most exciting thing for us on my team at BlackRock is obviously we're approaching this very significant inflection point where the end customer is going to have an increase in choice of vehicles away from the ones that they've been kind of told to buy for the last few years. And you'll be able to buy them from mainstream automotive manufacturers on a range of different models and at a much lower price point. And I think that that is the key when we start to see a big increase in sales.
Evy, help us with the commodities of the word battery. Bring this up. This is within the BlackRock report. We protect the copyright. Just get this from BlackRock, not from surveillance. But there's only one word that matters, and it's battery. I mean, the battery's there, and Evy, battery is chemistry coming from commodities, right?
Yes, absolutely. I don't think in any way we have the ideal battery right now. I think the battery technology and the chemistry within it is going to constantly evolve over years into the future. Right now, there are a lot of raw materials that are going into the batteries that own the market right now, and that's dominated by lithium. We've also got cobalt and nickel and graphite. That chemistry will change, but I think for the next decade, we are going to see these commodities in strong demand. And we've been playing that across our resources portfolios, but also in our Future of Transport Fund, which is a new product that we've just launched, where we're giving customers of BlackRock and our clients, the kind of what we think is the perfect way to play this transition in the automotive space.
Yeah, and we have a new website called the Future of Transport, but we call it Hyperloop. How do you take advantage of this, Patrick? Is it, I mean, do you buy tech companies or do you buy car makers?
The first thing everyone thinks about, I think, is Tesla when you talk about electric cars, and I actually think you shouldn't be looking there just because of the valuations. I think they don't have a monopoly on the battery technology necessarily, and I think BMW, GM, everyone's moving into these cars as well, and they've got the infrastructure, the distribution, the marketing, and all of those things are going to be very important going forward. So I think Tesla sells a car at a loss right now, BMW sells an electric car and makes a profit on it. Consumers love the Tesla car, but as a shareholder, I'd much rather play 6 or 7 times earnings than 100 or 150 times earnings for Tesla right now.
I think it's a very valuable point that I think the incumbents have a huge advantage, but also you've got other changes taking place in the vehicle as well. So it's not just the battery, it's not just the electrics, it's all of the components, it's all of the magnets, it's everything else that goes with it.